Good evening. Do you believe in ghosts? Sure you don't. Only a smart man believes in things they could see. I get that. But surely you or someone you know has experienced things that you just can't explain. Is it a sixth sense? Is it all in our heads? Join me the entire month of October as I sit down with other comedians and artists to share our own personal ghost stories. This is Night Sweats of the Gray Variety.
I told you guys I would never start a podcast unless I had an idea, and it hit me. It's spooky season. We're telling ghost stories, y'all. Some of you guys know me, some of you don't. My name is Frank Ulloa. I'm a stand-up comedian, born and raised in L.A., more specifically Baldwin Park, which it's in L.A. County, bitch. Don't tell me nothing, all right? Anyway, over the next 5 weeks, we're going to be doing a podcast for one each week of October, where I sit down with other comedians and artists alike, and we share our own personal ghost stories and paranormal experiences and theories in that nature. It's weird, man. I mean, a lot of people don't believe, and I respect that. But there's no explanation for things that I've seen and have been seen since I was a kid. So I find it very interesting. I don't know what it is about being scared or getting goosebumps or having my hair raised that I just like. What hair pulling is to girls, hair raising is to me. I love it. I don't know what it is. I've gone ghost hunting. I feel like on accident I've invited ghosts into my surrounding. And by the way, this podcast is in no way to invite any outside ghosts or spirits. So just in case you guys are listening, this is a house of God. We're telling stories. Keep your distance, all right? Again, we're doing 5 episodes over the course of October, and we're calling it Gray Night Sweats. You guys put it together. There's a couple people that I'd like to introduce that are on set today. A couple people back behind the camera who I will introduce later. But right now, I have my on-air fact checker, Googler. Give it up for Josh, the producer. How you doing, Josh?
I'm doing great.
Also a very funny comedian. Tell us about what you've been up to lately, Josh.
I have been taking a break because I did a comedy for so many days in a row. I just been kind of chilling. Got scared. No, I'm just joking.
It'd be like that, man. No, sometimes breaks in comedy are very healthy. That step back is always big for me because you could be doing mics and, the same material night after night. But if you don't take a step back to analyze the work you're doing, then you're just talking.
Facts.
You're just talking out loud.
Yeah, but I'm back now. I've done a couple shows since I got back. It's been good.
Yeah. Excellent, man. You're working on a couple podcasts too, huh?
I'm working on a few podcasts.
Yeah. You want to share any of those or?
Nah.
My guy. I like your style. Okay, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Chatterbox. If you're not familiar with Chatterbox, it's classic neighborhood dive bar in the city of Covina. They host one of the best comedy shows, one of the longest running comedy shows in LA. Every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. You can find tickets through their website. And if you're interested in trying comedy, they have the open mic on Thursday nights and the set of the night on Tuesday nights. So set of the night is for a little bit more experienced comics. You're welcome to come, but pretty self-explanatory. Also an open mic. Best set gets a set on the Sunday show later that week. Anyway, and moving forward, every Monday night, you can find me bartending there. So come over, stop by, have a drink. Don't ask for nothing crazy. I'll pour you a shot. How about that? Speaking of Covina, though, we got a guest today, man, and he's a native of Covina, also a stand-up comedian, one of my personal favorites, someone that I do admire, and also a host here at Chatterbox, Steven Moreno, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
How you doing,
hey.
Steve? Look what you did.
Is this a street takeover? What's going on here?
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
You
What's
got
up?
you got effects following you. How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing good. A little nervous because I'm gonna be talking about some spooky stuff, so it's kind of triggering, you know.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
definitely triggering.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that talking about personal experience just takes you back to that moment, or what do you think's triggering about it?
It's like listening to a bad set. You know, you don't want to do it, but sometimes you gotta you gotta listen to what the demons are saying. And they're saying, get the fuck off the stage, you're not funny.
That's that hair-raising effect that I'm talking about. And you know what's weird is that it happens, the hair-raising goosebumps happens when you're very happy and when you're very scared or ashamed of yourself. Have you noticed that?
It's like getting hard, but not hard.
It's a weird sensation. Like you've been to many concerts, I'm sure.
Yes.
When your favorite band or whoever you're seeing hits that line or the song you came to hear.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh man, it's a very horny effect, huh?
Yeah, very.
Your hair, goosebumps, hair raised. But also when you think that you see something walking to the hall in the middle of the night, that's a different hair raising.
100%. Yeah. Spooky season is in full effect, and I feel that this season's good because it allows people to talk about it without sounding like a, you know, like a psycho, like you know.
Spooky season is Pride Month for people who've seen shit.
Yeah, but like it's spooky season if you're Mexican is 24/7.
All the time.
24/7.
Let's talk about that, man. Like, I know we've discussed this before, but there comes a point in every good family Mexican party where everyone's gathered around telling personal ghost stories, huh?
Yeah, 100%. Yep. It's everyone gets close, and people just start either spilling the beans or start making shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it just has to happen. It's like a fight. Like a fight's gonna break out, or someone's gonna talk about brujas, the devil, you know, just whatever you want.
But there's no Mexican party that doesn't conclude in this. I'll tell you, I've told you this before. What the karaoke machine is to Filipinos, ghost stories is for Mexicans, right?
Yep, 100%. Yeah.
So you believe?
I did. Not so much anymore. I do believe. Yeah, I do believe. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you could say I believe in it.
What's
I believe
the extent of that?
I
Yeah.
believe that I believed it happened. But whether it was true or not, I don't know. You know what I mean?
If you were to see an apparition or something these days, do you think that you would credit it as that or just be like, it's just some shit that happens?
Depends on the context. Depends where. I wear glasses. So already, like, if there's a ghost, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I'm seeing because I can't see.
Yeah.
I have dogs too, so they could pick up on sounds. So those things kind of help me to deal if I ever get in that interaction. But yeah, I always feel like I always see things or feel a presence or vibe. You know what I mean?
That's what they call it these days.
Yeah. But yeah, for sure. Just growing up, dude. That's all my childhood was being fucking scared.
Yeah, and as we know, every good scary movie has a character with glasses, bro.
Usually the first motherfucker to die.
You can't get them on quick enough.
Can't get it off quick enough, or fucking it's broken, or yeah, dude. It's just ever since I was a little kid, scary movies has always been a thing. I was also a Catholic, so that's already off the gates.
Ooh, hit the smoke machine for that one.
Yeah, you're already born, you know, a sinner.
Yeah.
You know, you just open an account and you're negative already. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, dude, okay. That didn't help. So, yeah, just all through my life, bro. Just scary. But I think out of all the nights, Halloween is the least scariest night because we're all outside and we're all partaking, you know. It's like, oh, we're all going down together, as opposed to like, oh, it's just me on a fucking Tuesday in the middle of March.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I think for for me personally, Halloween is important to the Mexican community, or just even to me, because it's the very few times where you kind of like, you're not afraid to be yourself or feel dumb about yourself.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's one of the very few times where Mexican dads are okay with their kid wearing makeup. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's just
You get one day.
one day, and you can only wear a gown on graduation day, and that's it.
And
That's
I better not see it in the morning.
Yeah. Take that shit off. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's fun. But I definitely think it also depends in like the era you were born. I think now with I hate to say it, but like with the internet and everything being electronic devices, that kind of takes away from like, oh, what's that kitchen? No, what's the sound in the kitchen? Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's the fucking ice machine.
Yeah.
But before that, it was like, oh shit, that's fucking el cucuy and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or like you can always alter it and add effects. I only believe ghosts caught on tape that were shot on VHS or security cam.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. So just all through my life, I feel that I've been haunted by things that start with the letter C. El cucuy.
Uh-huh.
In high school, cholos.
Oh, shit.
And now as an adult, child support. That's a joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's I've always been fucking a scary cat, which is a nice way of saying a little bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, our producer, Josh, you've mentioned that you're a non-believer, right?
Yeah, I'm a skeptic.
A skeptic, that's the word he used.
Yeah.
You've never seen shit, never experienced anything?
I've had some stuff that I would have been like, that was weird, but nothing that I can definitively say that it was paranormal.
Sure. And that, by the way, that's what this podcast is for, too. Again, because I understand people not believing it and never have seen anything, but again, there's a lot of us that have, and we can't explain it. What are you calling us, a liar? Let's dissect that, man. How early did it start for you? What was the first thing you seen? What was the lead up? How did you feel?
Well, so growing up, you know, my parents would always scare us all the time, specifically me. You know, with the classic movies, Freddy Krueger, The Exorcist. So I was already like, I believed more in the devil than I believed in God. You know, I was like, all right, can we talk about this God guy? Like, why are we talking about the devil? It's always about the devil. But the first time that I really felt like I saw something and felt like presence of, I guess, demonic or whatever was when I went to Mexico for the first time. I was like 9 years old or 10 years old.
Now, real quick, I want to mention that it almost seems like paranormal laws end at the border, huh?
Oh, dude, fucking Mexico is like Narnia, bro. When it comes to horror, it's like everything is fucking haunted, everything is scary. Mm-hmm. You can't go anywhere after dark. Like, oh, don't go to the playground. The devil likes to swing on the swings.
There's municipal rules based around folklore.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like you can't do certain things. I'm not really like, I don't really know that much. Mexican folklore, but they have a bunch of characters. You know, they have a Marvel universe of characters. They have La Llorona. You know, they have duendes. They're like short little Mexican hobbits and shit.
Yeah.
There's chupacabras, which is like a dog that likes birria. You know, I mean, he's just all. It's all like what's so scary about that?
He ain't no different than one of us.
he ain't eating us, bro. He wants some of that fucking those tacos. Then you have like La Tlajlapuchi. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's about it's like a woman who rips her legs off and turns into an owl and sneaks into your room and fucking sucks the blood of your baby. Like, what? Like, that's some scary ass shit, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a bunch of characters. So that place is already kind of like known to be scary. So when I was in Mexico, there was a lot of crazy shit that was happening. I'll just say a bunch of little small instances that happened, and then I'll tell you the big the night where I lost my one time. So it's real rural over there, so like there's dirt roads, it's a built different. It's being built.
It hasn't been built yet.
Hasn't been built.
Wait. Just so we're clear, which part of Mexico is this?
Teca, Jalisco.
Okay.
Have a bunch of family out there. There's already like a language barrier. You know, I don't know Spanish that well. I can say certain things, but you know, so there's already that. But everything was just different out there, bro. Like they had like sodas in bags. Like what? Like you know, like this place is different.
Yeah.
You know, like they drink coffee for dinner at night. You know.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they wonder why you're fucking up at night seeing shit. That's what I'm saying though. Yo, maybe it is scary, or maybe it's just your fucking blood sugar. You know. Like,
Yeah.
So there's a couple instances. So there's one time where, you know, my uncle had a ranch, and then we had to take these cows to go eat grass at the other side of the mountain. So we'd always take the cows, and it's like, oh, watch out for this house. This house over here, you have to crawl. And I'm like, what do you mean crawl? Like, oh, there's an old witch that lives in there, and if she makes eye contact with you, you're gonna die. So it's like, I'm like 9, bro. Like, all right, I believe you, you know? Like, so I'm crawling. And then my cousin goes, oh my God. Like, what is that? And I don't know if they're messing with me or not, but I'm like, all right, I believe in this shit, you know? And then we're walking back, and then all of a sudden a 3-legged dog runs out of nowhere and starts chasing us. And of course, it chases me up this tree, and it's like barking at me, bro. It's like foaming from the mouth. It's like barking. It's a little eerie, you know, kind of scary. Eventually, the dog goes away, and I'm like, oh shit, you know. But then I realized I had the bag with all the food, so you know what I'm saying. Like a lot of these stories, like it sounds a lot scarier than it is. Like, oh, this fool was after me, but like, nah, dude, he had like 3 tortas in your bag.
But what were you wearing? You know?
I don't know. Just yeah, exactly. You know, like. You invited that. And then another time, this is all within like 2-week vacation, bro. And then another time, we start hiking the mountains, and then out of nowhere, a huge black horse runs out of these bushes, and it just starts going crazy, dude. It's like stomping his hooves, and it's kicking. And my cousin's like, oh, I've never seen that horse. I don't know whose horse is that. He could be lying. It could be his, for all I know. You know what I mean? Like they're just always fucking scaring you, you know. And then so the one night that I got scared was this one night we were at my aunt's house, and we're watching TV. I'm on the couch. My 2 cousins are on the floor. My brother's on the couch on the opposite side, just watching some like novela or some shit, you know. And then pass out, and then I wake up, and I feel like I wake up shaking. It's cold. And it's already cold over there. Like, all the floors are tile. There's no carpet over there. You know, this is like early 90s or mid 90s. I don't know what that means. But, and then, like, I hear something coming from, like, that side of the house. And then I'm like, and this is, so I'm already, like, in my head, I'm like, oh, this place is haunted. Like, the dog, the horse, the smoke. This is like someone's burning tortillas, bro.
I know. I don't know where that smoke's coming
that's scary,
from, bro.
That's scary. Nothing scarier than that.
This place creepy.
A Mexican woman who doesn't know how to cook. No, just playing. So we're in. So it's late at night. I wake up. I'm shivering. I'm scared. I'm already kind of like, oh, what the fuck is this shit? Hey, and then I see like a shadow figure in the corner, and I'm just like, all right, what is that? And he's wearing a giant hat. It's like a fedora. He's wearing I don't want to say fedora because it's like, oh shit, it's like a guy who plays ska, you know. Nothing scarier than ska music.
Can we hold for a second?
Are you talking about a gentleman?
Can we hold for a second? We lost light.
Sorry, skanking. No, I thought that was part of
the effect. Yeah. You could just start.
All right. If you guys notice a weird little break in things, we had a light go off suddenly. Was it a battery issue? We'll never know. But we're talking about your story in Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that was kind of spooky, wasn't it?
Yeah,
The power went out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that was right when you were about to hit your punchline.
I was talking about the devil, who's a very nice guy.
But keep
Yeah,
going.
so we're in the living room. Everyone's passed out. I wake up. I'm shivering. I'm cold. I see something move in the kitchen, and I see this tall shadow-like figure standing. Like I say, like 8 feet tall, like just huge, just fucking tall as fuck. And he's got like his he's got a hat, and he has a sickle, like one of those things that they, those things that they cut. I think it's called a sickle.
What is it?
It's like a machete.
Like a scythe or a scythe or whatever they're called.
Something like that. It's
I don't
like
know what none of these things
I don't want
are.
to say a gardening tool, like a demon gardener.
My dad is so mad that I don't know what any of these items are.
It's like
All
what the
these
Grim
demons taking
Reaper
our
holds.
jobs.
It's like what the Grim Reaper holds.
Oh, like yeah.
No, but it's just like the blade. It's just like the things that they cut the grass.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's a sickle. I'm not sure. So I see the outline of that, and I'm like, hell no, that ain't real.
What kind of hat, real quick?
Like a not a fedora, but because that's fucking scarier.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
we touched on that. Yeah.
Yeah, but like a straw hat, like one of those field hats, like an agriculture worker, you know, who I support. No, but so I see that it's like a shadowy outline of it, and I'm like, and then of course I put the cover over my head, and I'm like, oh my god, like you kidding me? And I start praying. Mm-hmm. The only prayer that I knew was Our Father. So I did the Our Father like maybe like 10 times, and then I put the covers down and I look over, and it takes a step closer, and I'm like, holy shit, and then I just pass out, like I fainted, and then so that scared the crap out of me.
You didn't fall asleep. You fainted.
I fainted. I was just like,
It was. You remember it being very overwhelming.
oh, it was. Yeah, dude. It was. I was freaking out, and it's weird about being scared, but you're also scared about like because I could have been easily like the devil or El Diablo.
Yeah.
But it's also this sense of embarrassment too. It's like, oh fuck, I don't like, I know that's the devil, but I don't look like a bitch. So I'll just suffer quietly.
I want that fool to think I'm hard.
Yeah, I'm already getting fucked up in the demon world. I don't want to get teased in the real world, So I'm just like, I was like conflicted because I could have easily been like, oh, And then you know what I noticed too about when you say stuff like that to other people, they're like, oh, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, like, pobrecito, are you okay? Oh my God. It's like, oh, well, what were you doing?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have been up that fucking late. Well, you shouldn't have gave me a whole fucking cup of Folgers instant coffee, motherfucker. Like, 2 pan dulces and an instant coffee. Like, I want to be up for a while. That's scary. I went through that thought process within like a second. I was like, I don't want to say anything because I'm so I pass out, I wake up, and it took me like a minute or two to realize, oh shit, like I saw the devil last night, or what I thought was the devil. So I'm sitting on that for like a day, and then had some friends over there in Mexico, like we play soccer, go to the plaza or, do whatever, just,
Sure.
Slingshot. And it's night. We're all hanging out. We're all talking. And this is when I really got fucking scared. My friend starts talking about the same exact fucking thing. He had said, "Oh, dude, like I don't want to talk about it, but because it comes to that time of the night where everyone's got like, it's like confession. It's like cheeseman hour, And he's like, he describes the same exact things. Oh, I saw the devil last night. He was big, tall dude. Or him, or her, or whatever. Devil, them.
Be open-minded to this experience.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, yeah, he described the same exact fucking person that I had seen. So I did a little research on it, and it's people call it the straw man hat, the man in the straw hat, and that was the influence for Freddy Krueger. Was that sighting, because that sighting has been seen all around the world, and then the guy who who wrote the movie Freddy Krueger, that was based on that because it was night, it was in your dream. You weren't sure if it was reality or not.
Oh, and I get the shape of the blade now.
Gardening tool, you know.
Sure.
He went with pruners or scissors instead of the sickle. Good move, but still, like that. That's how he came up with the premise of Freddy Krueger. So,
But at the age you thought that was the devil?
yeah, 100%. Like 9, 10 years old. Like I believed more in the devil than I did Santa Claus.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
That means your parents did something wrong.
Dude, they would scare me all the time, bro. Like we'd watch this movie called It's Alive. It's about a baby that has like 2 fingers, and it's like a demon baby. Like the catchphrase of the movie was like, the only thing wrong with the baby, it's that it's alive. Like, cause it's a demon baby. And this baby's fucking ugly, bro. And it's like white couple adopts it. Of course they do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She smoked when she was pregnant. That's what happened.
No, they adopt it. They adopted the baby. And so the baby's named Anthony. And so they would always, so we'd watch the movie and they would go outside while we're watching the movie, knock on the door and be like, oh, you want to speak to Steven? Like, Steven, it's Anthony. Bro, I'm 8. 7 years old. Oh, it's Anthony. He wants to talk to you. And I'm like, no. And, you know, or they would put their arm around me. Oh, like, oh, I'm sorry, mijo. And they would do this shit. They would put their fingers like, dude, come on, bro. And that's not even like including what, like, just in general. Like I did the Ouija board one time. That was kind of weird. I feel that's more like a white people thing.
Did it work for you?
It's a little. The thing with the Ouija board, it's like, has a Ouija board ever worked in a new home? If the house has been built in the last 10 years and it's just going off, I believe it. But if you hear shit creaking and moving, it's like, nah, bro, you got termites or mold in the house. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain sounds that's just the house. You know, that's called the house settling in. You know,
so what you're saying is Ouija boards don't work in Rancho Cucamonga.
Ouija boards don't work in ADUs. No, yeah, and Rancho. But I fucked with the Ouija board, but that seems kind of weird. It's like, I'm gonna call the devil really quick. It got a landline. You know, I was like, all right, dude. Like, as opposed to like entering a house that's haunted, or I've done a couple like haunted forests. Oh, I think there was a place in Pasadena. It's off Lake, where it's like the haunted forest. But that was like, there. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, and it's like, nah, it's just like someone like homeless, you know.
Well, when I went to the haunted forest one time, we didn't make it very far, but me and a couple other friends had agreed that we had seen what looks like a ghost dog, but it could have just been a coyote looking back now, you know?
Yeah, which is probably scarier.
And there was a lot of us, so he was probably a little bit. The thing is that it just stopped and stared at us and never attacked or approached or got aggressive, and it looked transparent.
I think but that's part of. I think that's the fun part about it being scary is not knowing. Mm-hmm. Like when you investigate too much, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, like just, what if it was? What if it wasn't? That's a healthy, you know, I think that's cool. But when you start looking too much into it, like, all right, dude, like, what are you really looking for?
Yeah.
You know, like, what are you really trying to find?
Yeah.
When I was a kid and I experienced that, you know, I was convinced that was the devil. And that's how I met your mother. And I was like, that's my
oh, you've had her cook.
No. She was fire, bro. She was lit.
No, right. I have a couple similar experiences. I have ghost experiences in Mexico, and I have an experience here where I thought I saw the devil. So real quick, let me run through those Mexico ones real quick, okay?
Dude, Mexico Ghost Factory, bro.
That's why I believe you wholeheartedly, because every story you just told, and I've done the Ouija board and it worked for me.
At the border, they just put Spirit Halloween right when you go in. Like, seriously,
people are crossing because they think there's jobs on the others. That's what it is.
And just really quick, before, this was in the 90s, and this was kind of like before the cartel like really took over. So like, if someone died, you could always use That's scary. That's that. There's nothing scarier than I'll fuck with demons. I'll fuck with humans. You know, like humans are scarier than anything now. But so when anybody died back then, it was kind of like, was it them or was it? But now it's like, oh, okay, like, you know, someone got caught slipping, or you know what I mean. Like now you could say, oh, that was the cartel. Like that's not the devil.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
There was more mystery back then because we didn't know about the cartels, but they've always been around.
Yeah, always been around. We also did this hike. It was called Cerro. What's it called? My Spanish is so bad. Cerro de la Cruz. It's pretty much a hill with a cross on top of it, and you just like. And it's like a hike, and then you do the hike, and every switchback is like a chapter of the Bible.
Now let me ask you this: doing this hike with your Mexican cousins, the whole time up the mountain, were they asking you if you can leave your Nikes behind for them?
Right? Well, they were trying to scare. Well, that was the point. They're trying to scare me so much where like my shoes stay put, and I go. Luckily,
like
they were
an 80s movie.
Oh yeah. But it was scary, dude. Like, and it was like, oh, this is just a fun, friendly hike, you know, that they put across. And then you go up there and you pray, and you know, you look down at the city. It's a nice view. And then you come down, and it's like, and then it's like you ask, oh, you know, why this mountain? Oh, because wherever they have this. That's where the devil was spotted. Yeah. So it's like, dude, everything. And then you see crosses on the side of the road. It's just everything was kind of like, it was spooky, dude. And the cemeteries in Mexico, they're a little, you got tombstones, shrines. It's not like here where it's just on the flat, basic tombstone. It's like they have like big statues and like monuments, and it's pretty eerie.
And surprisingly, the landscaping isn't as good as here, so that makes it like 10 times creepier.
Yeah. It's the whole. Mexico's very beautiful and, you know, a gorgeous country, but definitely. And like I said, I don't know if this was just my cousins fucking with me, or it was just that's how it was. So.
Yeah. So I remember. And this might have been my first paranormal experience ever. I think I was 2 years old, 2 or 3, but even then, I draw like clear memories. I remember we went to Mexico, Guadalajara, where my mom's from one time, and the family members, I remember them always just warning me about a ghost butler that they would see.
Damn.
A ghost butler, and.
This was rich, a Mexican with the butler. Damn, bro, I know you had that shit.
How big deal, man. We call them slaves over there. No, so they had a ghost butler, and I always thought this was just a story. Like you said, they tell you little stories to scare you out of asking for toys, out of a bunch of whatever it might be, you know?
Yes, exactly.
But I remember vividly seeing this motherfucker when I was 2 or 3 years old, to the point where I think I got locked out of the house one time, and I seen his ass in the reflection of the window.
Yeah.
And this is very old timey type. He was wearing like a monocle, almost cartoonish, you know. Mm-hmm. But that day I saw exactly what they're talking about. Now there was another time I might have been between 18 and 20 years old. I went to where my dad's from, Huejucar, Jalisco. Okay. And it was at the time, it was a recently built house. So my dad, you know, that was his little pride and joy.
Yeah.
So it was more space than we needed. There was 3 of us staying there, my dad, my sister, and me. And my room was upstairs, and my room was probably as big as this bar. Again, the space for no reason, very wasteful. We made good use of our slaves, okay? So I remember one night I'm sleeping, and there was to the door, there's like a couple steps, a little, because it was kind of dug in. So there's 2 steps up. And I remember the whole night, throughout the course of my dreams, I was hearing what sounded like bombs or really loud fireworks going on outside. Like if there was a parade going down and car alarms going off because of it. So it felt like a total war zone. But when I'm sleeping, I'm like, if that's real, no way I want to get up and look at it. Also, bitch, I'm tired. So I'm not going to get up from my sleep,
Yeah.
But it went in different courses where throughout the night I was seeing different things. And at one point I looked towards my door and there's a little girl sitting on the steps. That was the last straw. I was like, something is going on in this room right now. Now, my other experience where I thought I saw the devil also, I was 13 years old, and this was at my house at the time in Baldwin Park. I had just came down from a church retreat. And when you're younger, you're all in a church, like they're playing cool music. You got kids, your age or whatever.
Yeah.
I was very into church at the time in the youth group and all that stuff. So I went on a retreat, and at the time you give your life to God, and it's something you think that's going to be with you forever. I'm not that religious anymore, but I remember that very night when
you feel safe, you feel like you're doing good. Like when they tell you that, like, oh, you give your life to God, that means you're good. You know what I mean?
You got initiated to the good gang, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the positive shit.
Yeah.
But I remember that Sunday when I came down, I was very tired, man, throughout the whole weekend. I went straight to bed, and I woke up at one point of the middle of the night because I heard someone talking in my room. And I had a recliner right next to my bed, and when I looked, I seen the silhouette of a man that looked like the Dos Equis character. You remember that guy?
Oh, yeah,
Stay thirsty, my friend?
Yeah, stay thirsty, yeah.
Again, a very cartoonish figure if this was the devil,
Yeah.
But he had a beard.
Was it the handsome devil that you watched? Sorry, I had to do it.
I'm going to say this. My mom would have been interested, if he wasn't playing for that side.
She sleep with the door open?
No. So I heard this. I seen the silhouette of this man, and I seen him leaning back on my recliner and speaking in tongues. I didn't recognize this. I'm like, okay, the only correct thing to do, the only thing I've ever done when I thought I seen something while sleeping is go back to sleep. Pretend I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
The same thing we do when we go to the drive-in theater, as a kid.
Or like, you're going to get hit when your dad comes home, so you pretend you're sleeping.
Yeah. Can't hit me if I'm sleeping.
Yeah, that's cheating, bro.
You don't have consent.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm sleeping. I see the silhouette figure, and I go back to sleep. It's a dream to me at this point.
Yeah.
Until I wake up again in my bed, and I start feeling cold shocks running from the top of my head to my feet. And this wasn't a dream at this point. This was something that I was feeling in my body.
Yeah.
Cold, just...
Yeah.
And it kept happening. I tried to go back to sleep a couple times. I did. There was one more instance where, again, I don't know if I was dreaming, but these shocks were real. I woke up in what looked like my living room, but I was in the center on a table with candles all around the room.
Let's go, guys. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't know I was in an interview with the devil.
This shit was crazy, bro.
You woke up like that on the table?
Yeah. And it was just for a flash second, but it was one of those instances that, again, I didn't know if this scene was a dream, but the shock started happening again. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on? But the scene inside the living room with the candles, that was very short-lived. So I felt one or two shocks, and then I went back to what I thought was sleep. But the crazy thing is, okay, that didn't last one night. From that point on, for the next year or so, I started having sleep paralysis. And some people chalk up sleep paralysis as a bodily function, which, sure, that's very possible. But the feeling that you feel when you're under physical arrest like that and can't speak or can't do nothing.
Oh, yeah. That's a real feeling.
That's inexplicable.
I'm glad you said your devil story first, because I would have been like, fuck, that's way better than mine. I want to start adding. Yeah, and then he took me out and shit.
And he asked me for a kiss.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah.
Have you ever experienced anything like sleep paralysis?
Yeah. One time, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just like a dream, but one time I had them for like a while, like for a whole month straight, and I would always see two hands, like long, like werewolf hands or
You
like
would see hands.
Yeah, I would like the hands like this, like that.
Feel the imprint, or you would see.
I would feel it and see them.
Ooh.
So I'd wake up like with the hands like this, and it scared the fuck out of me. And I would always wake up and I was like, move. I would tell myself, move, get up. And I would do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and a couple times I would see like a shadowy figure up by the door. So I would always sleep towards the door because I was just like, I guess paranoid, always have my eyes on the exit.
Sure.
So then I started sleeping the other way, looking at the fucking at the window. But we used to live across Cholos, so I'm like, God damn, I can't go anywhere, dog. Like I can't look at the window, I see Cholos, and I can't look at the doorway because there's a fucking demon there. So I would feel and see the hands on my shoulder. Yeah. Not to brag, but
Let me get some smoke on that one. Jeez.
I know, for real. And then
I said hands on my chest.
the devil gave me a massage, and you're not fucking touching the fog machine, bro.
Sorry.
Come on, dog.
I was googling sleep paralysis.
What else do you want?
He said
And then it stopped, and then for a while I was like, I want to do it again, but I want to be like, I want to fight that motherfucker, or like
it's a little bit of a thrill that you think you'd be better prepared for next time.
Yes, exactly. It's like the Freddy Krueger movie where she goes to sleep like ready to go. She goes to sleep with like a mirror and like a cross and like, all right, like,
A mirror? Who's that?
No, a mirror. And then so I was like, all right, come on, fool, like let's fucking do this shit, Or like when I used to drink, I used to get really fucked up. I used to like, what's up, devil? Like,
You used to invoke that food?
what are you up to, bro? Like 6 months later, I quit drinking. But like I was always like, damn, I didn't get a chance to say fuck you. You know what I mean? I didn't get a chance to say goodbye, dog.
You got to give me a turn to speak at some point.
Exactly, dude. Like, the teacher has become the master, bro. I mean, the student has become the teacher.
This feels like a roast battle where only you go.
Yeah, right. But yeah, dude, that it scared the crap out of me, and it was always like I heard that like move your toe to focus on a body part to move, but I would always feel like something like pushing you down and not being able to move, but completely conscious with it, which I think is the definition of, sleep paralysis. So,
Yeah. No, it's I never seen anything holding me down, but I always felt it. And again, it was between dreams in my sleep until it happened one time when I was wide awake. And that's when I knew I'm not alone in this room. I'm staring at the ceiling, completely frozen. There's something else here right now. And
yeah, that's
it always starts with the tingling feeling running through your body. I at some point I always knew when it was going to happen, when it was about to happen.
Oh, that's I didn't have that much.
It was like the intro to a show. It was like a wrestler's theme song.
I see.
Once I felt that feeling, I knew, here we go.
Yeah.
And again, it's a hair raising feeling that just starts from your toes, up until your whole body's frozen.
Yeah.
It happened when I was sleeping, and then I remember one time I was up late doing homework, and I rarely did homework. It was the one time in high school where I'm like,
oh, you said homework.
Yeah. Woo. Don't remind me. I stood up late doing a project, and I felt proud of myself or whatever, but it's time to go to bed. And as soon as I lay down, I'm looking at the ceiling, and I start feeling the sensation, and I'm like, no, I'm wide awake. What do you mean right now? You know? And then it happened, just boom, full throughout my body. I'm staring at the ceiling. I can't talk. I can't say nothing, but I'm thinking, as soon as this bitch lets me go, I'm going to my mom's room.
Yeah.
Because I had done that before as a kid old enough to not have to sleep in his mom's room anymore. You know?
Yeah.
It pushed me to that level on a couple occasions. So once it finally let me go, I remember vividly, I got up, I reached for the door. As soon as I reached for the door, I felt one of those cold shocks that I had been feeling that one night. I fell back on my bed and slept to the morning. It was crazy, but Okay, the way I could describe it is when you sit on the toilet for too long, your legs get numb. And very tingly
every day.
Feel that on your whole body, man.
Oh man, yeah.
That's crazy.
Sleep paralysis is scary. Just even if you're not even into the whole spiritual side of it or the demonic side of it, just physically, it's like like something is physically preventing you from doing something like that comes natural. I move my leg, but your leg's not moving. You know, it's like yeah.
Josh, you said that you Googled a cure for sleep paralysis.
Yeah, the cure for sleep paralysis is as easy as getting a regular night's sleep, going to sleep at the same time every night.
Way to spoil the fun.
That sounds like my mom telling me it's all in your head. Just go to sleep, son.
Just drink a Sprite. Your stomach hurts.
Yeah, honestly.
What does it have? Any other explanations or like cures for it?
Didn't you say that you have to bury your head in the pillow and sleep with your ass up? Is that what you were saying earlier?
No, I didn't say that.
No, my bad.
Sleep asses, yeah.
Oh, well, hey.
Let's cut that out. That was terrible.
Nah, leave that shit.
If you just like chill out before you go to sleep and don't just like try and go right to sleep, like you like
okay.
Relax a little bit.
Fake ass doctor.
No.
Just be cool,
Just
dog.
be chill, dog. Yeah.
Well, the thing is like
Just smoke a blunt.
your brain is producing a chemical to like neutralize your body's movement, so that when you're dreaming, you're not going through the motions that your brain can't tell the difference. You know what I mean? So like if your muscles are reacting to your brain's like commands, you're gonna be like have you ever seen a dog that like runs in its sleep?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it gets overactive in its sleep. It's because it's having a dream where it's chasing something and its brain isn't communicating to its body that it's asleep.
Yeah, but the dog's eyes aren't open.
No, the dog's asleep. The dog's straight up asleep, but it'll be like on its side, like running on the floor. It looks like it's running.
Oh shit.
Sleep paralysis is definitely scary, but I don't know. I guess getting better sleep, not staring at the ceiling.
I'll tell you this, is that ever since like that happened back in the day, I sleep with the TV on every night. And it's not per se because I'm scared. I like to say
scared.
I like to say I just need company, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like to hear something in the back. It don't got to be interesting or whatever, yeah.
You know what you should do is that you should go on Instagram Live one night while you sleep.
Nah, hell no. That's crazy.
Nothing scarier than a homie who goes on Instagram Live, I'll tell you that.
Shoot. Does that happen?
What?
People fall asleep on Instagram Live?
People they'll do like live streams of them sleeping and they're like, I don't know. It's everyone live streams everything, bro. So there's people who like, all right, I'm going to sleep. Don't forget to tap that button. And they're like, and they'll just go to sleep.
And they just leave it on the charger?
For like 18 or not 18 hours, but like 8 hours, 9 hours.
Jesus.
18 hours sleep.
Yeah. I was dead.
I don't think he's sleeping anymore.
No. But the worst part is that they'll have like, they'll cover their eyes and shit.
Okay.
Why
That's
is that
weird.
With the, yeah, I don't know.
Why is that the worst part?
Because you don't know they're sleeping.
The
worst part for me.
I think they're just laying there for...
Just like doing this shit with their one.
like we do on the night that Santa Claus is coming.
Yeah, there you go. but people they record everything. So
here's another thing I want to talk about. You talked about the Marvel universe of Mexican horror folklore.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the head of it. Let's talk about who's at the helm of it.
Let's go.
The little 4-foot assassin.
Little Canelito. Fucking Chucky, right?
The homie Chucky.
Dude. He's...
He means a lot to us in that community. Mm-hmm. And we fear him like a strict uncle.
White kids have Elmo. We have Chucky. Like, that's just... he's like two things Mexicans love. Morrissey and Chucky. And we can't... And it's a white guy. And we don't know why. Like it's just I was trying to like think about it why people love Chucky so much, and like first of all, it's a toy. You're a kid. Toys are like the most important thing on the planet. Like, oh yeah, it's a fucking toy. And then he's got like a classic voice. You know, he's got that. He's a killer. He's like vulgar. He's perverted. Like, I don't know. It's almost like everything a kid is told not to be. Maybe that's why people like Chucky so much.
You think it's because he reminds us so much of Danny DeVito?
Right?
It's like, this one just don't give a fuck at his height.
You know what's crazy about Chucky is like he's actually just a guy from New Jersey. Like,
it's true.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this guy is just fucking from Jersey. Like, this is just a guy transfers his soul into a doll, and it's just a guy from Jersey. But I think you have to watch it in Spanish too. Have you seen Chucky in Spanish?
Yeah, of course.
It's fucking hilarious. It's funny, but it's also kind of scary.
Yeah,
I think that also kind of like helps the attraction towards it, because like he's killing people, but he's kind of funny. Like he's kind of cool. Like, you know, I don't know. And he's got red hair.
I have a theory that a lot of most Mexicans have an unfinished restroom that's under construction because someone believes that they saw Chucky in that restroom.
Wow, you're right, dude. 100%. Yeah.
Like, why haven't you guys finished this restroom? Oh, we just use it for storage now.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Why is there a dresser in the fucking bathroom?
And I always have, like, I have this bit, too, where I say, for a lot of Hispanics, the gateway to childhood, the gatekeeper is Chucky.
Want to play? I mean, it's a classic line, dude.
Because everyone's got a cousin who either has a mask or a doll, and if you spend a night over that cousin's house in that same room,
oh, you're screwed. That's it.
Yeah, but if you wake up on the other end, you got mad respect.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, Dad, this fool's down for his shit.
That fool's down. You know what my dad said to me after the movie Chucky?
I hope it was, I love you.
No, he was like, that's why boys don't play with dolls. It's like, all right, that's what you got from it, dog? Or maybe that's why Mexicans don't put batteries in their thing, huh? Because, hey, something there. But yeah, dude, like I said, he's a small dude. He's vulgar. He's got a classic voice too. His voice is fucking funny. I asked my nephews, like, hey, have you seen Chucky? They're like, no, we've seen Bride of Chucky. I'm like, that's not, like, you must think Chucky's like cool.
Yeah.
Because like Child's Play, the original Child's Play is fucking, oh, Chucky's on the phone.
That's some shit, bro.
Want to play?
Who the fuck is calling the bar right now?
I know, right? Who the fuck calls bars? Hey, you guys still got that happy hour? Click.
I'm not on the clock right now. I'm not answering that shit.
How long will it ring?
But
let's hope they give up after a couple of rings. Okay, there it is. If it rings again, I'm gonna answer. And if someone asks me what my favorite scary movie is, everybody get.
I don't know why Scream never really scared me. It was like, that's more of a thriller.
But I think it was the last good scary movie. Scream 1?
Yeah.
The last good scary movie.
Really?
Well, American made, because I haven't seen too many things that are scary.
About The Ring. The Ring was scary. The Ring.
Oh yeah.
I'm a fan of The Strangers. I've seen Strangers.
Is that one? I've never seen that one.
That's more like Hills Have Eyes type thing. Right?
Oh yeah, I guess it's not a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's still in that thriller.
With Nicole Kidman, is it?
Yes.
Or Signs.
No.
Yeah. No, but Chucky for sure, dude. It's like Mexicans love Chucky so much they know how to pronounce it properly. They go Chucky. Me gusta Chucky.
We look, picking on redheaded ginger kids in school. That's a white man sport. We didn't do it because we knew better. We're like, Dad, what if it's Stephanie's dad?
Yeah. You don't fuck with a kid with overalls, bro. Like, it's just. No, but I think if you watch Seed of Chucky or the Chucky's Bride, that's not scary. That's funny to me. If you watch Child's Play, it's a really good, it's a really good scary movie. The only thing that Chucky doesn't really have is like a theme song that's like popular. Because Exorcist has a famous theme song. Halloween.
Oh yeah, like when you hear that jingle, know.
Oh, that's Chucky doesn't really have like a like a jingle that's like that's the only thing that I was thinking about.
to
Such
me,
a hipster thing. The
No,
movie's
no.
good, but the soundtrack sucks.
that's actually a good point. But I think to me, his like iconic thing is his like weird laugh, right? He has like a laugh.
He's got a laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got.
It's just
No.
it's just like a full like, yeah, like who drinks Red Bulls and watches UFC. Like that's his like that's the laugh. Like
I feel like a toy made in China should be a lot easier to destroy.
damn, oh fuck.
We should
What if it was American made, bro? What if it
we
was
should have
American
nipped this
made?
in the bud in the first movie. So another
Damn, how to go with the China jab?
man, we about to get hacked.
It's yeah.
No, the last thing that I noticed, like how much it scares us, and I just put this together recently, is I remember when Chucky movies were coming out in high school. And when you're in high school, that's what you do. You go to the movies with your group of friends. I remember there was always a bunch of kids who were like, oh no, my parents didn't let me go. And then thinking back now, I was like, no, you were scared, bro. You didn't want to see what Chucky was up to this time.
Yeah. Chucky going through puberty and shit. But you know what? A lot of Mexican parents are like that. They're a little strict on like that stuff. Like, oh, that like one time my mom got mad because I was wearing a Darth Maul shirt. Oh, he looks like the devil. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm in high school, dude. I can't wear a Darth Maul shirt. You know, now looking back, I'm happy I wasn't wearing that Darth Maul shirt. That series was bad, but
How else am I supposed to let people know I'm not having sex?
yeah, right. This is a sign of the virgin, actually. But yeah, some parents are like that. Oh, that's too devilish, or that, or you know, like that's what's that? Brujeria. You know, that's all like demon stuff. So
Yeah. For me, it was a Stone Cold Steve Austin T-shirt.
oh, because the 316.
No, this suit had the
All the-
well, that was part of it because they
But-
thought they're like, no, he's mocking the culture. This suit don't really believe in that, but it was a viper, a big old snake, and that obviously represented the devil in their eyes. And my dad's side of the family was very religious.
Yeah.
If you think escaping Catholicism was cool, yeah, until you run into extreme Christianity.
Oh, so your other side of the family was Christian?
Very Christian.
I feel like Christians are happier though.
Nah.
Not these people.
You don't think so?
No.
It depends what kind of Christian. Because my mom raised us Christian, but we went to the white people Christian church, and that was completely different.
It was fun, right?
We sang
Like a projector and shit.
There was a projector, a guy with an acoustic guitar. We sang Jack Johnson songs by the campfire.
What's that song called? Oh, pancake,
Banana pancakes.
Damn, that's tight. We had the organ and like everyone's looking down at a Catholic church. You ever notice that?
The organ?
Everyone's like looking down, crying, and then when you go to a Christian church, everyone's like looking up and shit. And even the word Christian, you smile when you say it, Christian. Say Catholic.
Oh my God.
Catholicism. It's the Virgin Mary's always crying. Like, damn, dude, what's wrong, girl? Jesus is always bleeding. Catholic Church scary, dog.
We're gonna upset a lot of people. Let's head out on that. Huh?
Love thy neighbor.
Yeah, let's head out on that message. Love thy neighbor. In the meantime, this has been very fun. This has been my co-host. My guest.
Thanks for
Steven
having me.
Moreno.
No, you said co-host. I'll be here next week, motherfucker.
You have fun?
Yeah. Had a good time.
I did too. Thank you guys for joining us. I guess I got to say like and subscribe, whatever people say. But we'll be here next week again for another episode. This has been Gray Night Sweats. You've been awesome.